Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries run-through of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as we are attempting to finish the World of Light. We are doing the True Final Boss / True Ending platforming challenge. So we've got a gauntlet of a relatively lengthy platforming challenge, and then into a boss rush that we got to do.
But as we ascend the stairway to heaven, we got to take out the puppet fighters.
Yes, bunch of puppet fighter matches. To be perfectly honest, the puppet fighter matches themselves are not actually all that difficult. However, the additional platforming segments that end up showing up end up being a bit more costly, specifically because Galeem and Dark Armor are going to be attacking us whilst we're going through them.
Okay, there's Big Boy on the left.
Ouch! Ouch!
Let's see, so he's pushing us to the right of the screen. Okay, so we repelled him. Nice. We'll do this together, Gerdat.
Mostly by abusing the jetpack.
Light the rockets. It's time to ride. As soon as the fucking screen catches up to our position. Cloud versus Cloud. Now I feel like I've seen everything.
So a smaller thing that actually occurs during this run specifically is that the puppet fighters are actually still fighting each other as well. There are two teams, Light and Dark, and they are actively fighting each other. But they are trying to fight you specifically, but they will not only damage each other, but attempt to focus. They won't actually focus the other team, but they will damage the other team.
So as I recall, the main rule with aggro for AI in Super Smash Bros. Is proximity, as in you do not necessarily become the target just because you were the last person to hit the AI. As long as you're closer to the AI, they're going to try to hit you instead. So in other words, they're not very good at holding grudges. And here's Sonic. But I do like the whole 1v1v1 aspect. Because what it does actually is that it increases the chaos during the fight, because what if you're planning on the CPU, going to one position, but instead, because they had another opponent in their midst, they go to another. Kind of screws you up. It's like, oh yeah, great, I got help. It's not very helpful if you start missing attacks. That upward / uppercut. Yes! Send them all to the sky.
Hey, DDD.
Dark Samus.
Unfortunately, the up smash on the Mii Sword Fighter specifically doesn't actually have decent follow-up through platforms. It's kind of weird. Most up smashes honestly do have follow-up through platforms, but Mii Sword Fighters does not.
Ah! Finisher. With more finish. Yes. So. Nice. Well done.
Hey, Galeem.
Oh, look at you, Miss Kaleidoscope over here. Ow. Hit him in the sun ball. No!
Damn it.
Do we got another life? Oh, no. Oh, okay. So now we're advancing to the... So that's all that having a teammate does, is that it just gives you more lives?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm glad that I did not have Jigglypuff on my team. It was my understanding going into this, because I was not aware that these guys were going to be fighting at the same time as us, not being the succeeding player in the event that we got knocked out. It's more like a classical duel, really, because back in the day, if you challenge somebody to a duel to the death, then you have to have backups. What these backups do is that in the event that you die during the duel, that they take your place so that they can finish the fight for you.
Navigating through the bomb section here is actually extremely difficult for a majority of the cast, and it's also really difficult for Ganondorf normally. But thankfully, we've got one of the steroids that we have from our skill tree is actually an additional midair jump, and we can use that additional midair jump to very specifically recover through the platforms usually.
I am the Gerudo King. I will fly into outer space with my space age technology.
One of the more interesting things about our spirit setup for this fight is actually since we bothered to go get the NES Legend of Zelda spirit, we've got a sword attack bonus on our primary. And almost all of Ganondorf's smash attacks are actually with he actually uses his demon sword with them.
You get one hit and that's a cutscene.
Well, we're choosing our boss fight, Mr. Cloud.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we have entered the boss gauntlet.
Well, did they have to like load the what was even the point of having that first area if this is where we were going to go?
We're choosing our boss fight.
We had a choice?
Yes, we had a choice.
Well, how did you make your selection?
All right, so Galim and Darkon are fighting each other in the background here, and the orbs that they're shooting out specifically actually contain the bosses that we went through for World of Light and World of Darkness. If you hit any of the orbs, depending on how well your eyesight is, you might even be able to tell which of the boss fights you're picking when you hit one.
Well, I definitely saw Dracula and Darkon's icon. I did not see Giga Bowser, though. Then in Event Match 51 in Super Smash Bros. Melee, Giga Bowser, Ganondorf, and Mewtwo all joined forces in order to create a 3-on-1 boss scenario, and you have to defeat all three opponents to win by yourself.
Yeah, I'm not actually good against Giga Bowser with Ganondorf, honestly.
This is a pretty bad matchup, unfortunately, because Ganondorf is too slow for this. Yep, and... oh, he's just dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
then
after
he
every two
explodes.
bosses that you defeat, you get a heart container.
Oh, thank God. Okay, we picked Dracula this time.
Yes, we picked Dracula this time.
I suppose I deign to fight with you today, for the last time, player. These guys have like no health. Is that on purpose?
Actually, that's because of how much raw spirit power we've got.
Oh.
Again, we've got air attack plus. We've got like 13,000 spirit power, and Dracula specifically can only be damaged by hitting his head, but he takes bonus damage when you hit his head, at least in the first form. Second form,
yeah,
he takes normal damage in other spots, but he still actually takes critical damage by hitting his head. So
you definitely like those mid-air jabs.
Yeah, Ganondorf's air forward hits really, really hard.
All right, the king of the Gerudos is about to win this for the team, homie. All right, that was Incineroar?
No. Rathalos.
I mean, okay, I'm at the point now, like, I understand, like, you have to fight all the bosses at some point, so the order that you fight them in really does not matter.
It kind of matters, honestly, because this is the last of the World of Light fights that we're doing. The World of Dark bosses are going to actually attempt to attack us prior to actually the engagement.
Good job avoiding the trail of fire. So this would be Volvagia.
I mean, Not really. Volvagia, I'm pretty sure, if it was actually a spirit in this game, would actually be tied to Charizard instead of Rathalos.
You have disobeyed King Ganandorf, and now the King of Evil is going to punish you.
By smacking you in the head with a broadsword. Mwah.
And we got a heart container, nice. And now what the fuck is happening?
Now,
God.
Ganondorf's miserable jump height makes actually hitting some of the boss spheres a bit difficult. But yeah, we managed to pick marks.
It's so stupid. It's a demon googly face. I almost
Honestly,
forgot about
I prefer
this
to have
boss.
Mark be my final fight because he's so easy, but we failed to actually pick Ganon. So,
I mean, I stand by what I said. The order that you fight these bosses, it really doesn't matter. I think that most people would want to take on the harder bosses first, and then as the fight goes on, you know, call it like Super Smash Brothers fatigue before that starts to set in, then at least you're going up against easier opponents later on.
yeah.
But you only have a choice of 2 bosses at any given time. Now, this is
Ganon.
That's Ganon, yeah. I could only tell after he throws the face.
Hey, Ganon.
I am the real Ganon. You are the imposter. You are a noob.
And I will smack you with my broadsword. Mwah.
Would you actually do something even? Make this more of a challenge. There is only one. Nice. And finish him.
Damn it.
Do the
Ganondorf
fucking,
is too slow.
Do the Falcon kick, god damn it.
We can't travel through him. There we go.
Yeah. Jeez, talk of freaking master of suspense over here.
And with that, we have successfully gone through the boss rush. Meaning that we now have to do the actual hardest fight in the Truening battle. Galim and Darkon at the same time.
Hey, I got 2 balls, and both of these are about to teabag each of you.
My personal recommendation for this fight is that you actually take down Galim first, because if you take down Galim first, you end up not having to deal specifically with the fact that Galim has got Taboo's Rings of Annihilation spell that Taboo had in Smash Brothers Brawl. So while it is relatively important to still actually deal damage to Darkon during the early stages, I do recommend and advise that you focus specifically taking down Galim as fast as you can.
Well, so this is good. This is a good lesson for people who are not familiar with how to take on 2 bosses at the same time. Because both bosses are tied to their own respective health bars. However, because they're attacking at the same time, you want to focus on just one boss and then focus on the other one, so that you could shut down one boss, they stop dealing damage to you, and then you only have one opponent left. Loosely speaking, because now it's a 4-on-1 fight.
Only for a brief moment.
And then they exploded. Because that's what things do in this game. They explode. Uh-oh. Run! Well, I mean, it certainly explains the boss design when you were originally fighting. Ow.
Okay, he only fired 1 at us, but yeah, the Taboo Waves of Annihilation are the scariest attack that these guys have got. Like Darkon doesn't honestly have anything that's even close to Taboo's Waves of Annihilation.
Darkon hasn't done jack shit during this fight. He's just intimidating. So yeah, I agree. Take out Galim first.
Like honestly, Darkon's scariest thing that he's got is the cross bombs.
Yeah, whatever
Damn
you
it,
do,
Galeen.
don't lose track of where your character is. All right, we're down to our last fighter.
No, we
So
still have
if we-
two
so
other
if we
fighters.
So if we what do you mean we got 2 other fighters?
We have 2 other fighters.
But why? We only picked 3 characters.
Yes, but thankfully by clearing the boss gauntlet and the platforming gauntlet, you get 1 additional life.
Oh, well, that's cool. Oh, so that means that I'm on deck.
Yeah.
If Ike dies, then me, Sword Fighter Cloud, goes back in the arena. Galeem is destroyed. Seizure warning.
Dang it. I'm not actually all that good at dodging Galeem's telegraphed attacks. But thankfully, with how much raw damage that we actually have, we don't usually need to spend all that much time dodging.
Ike, you really got to remember to have your eggs for breakfast. Compared to Ganon, he's dealing like no damage to Darkon. Watch out for the tickler. Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, that is supposed to be Darkon's version of the Taboo Waves of Annihilation, but you can actually spot dodge those relatively easily, so...
Spot dodge. Nice. It's not so much your ability to attack in this game, it's your ability to counterattack.
And behold, Darkon and Galeem are both down. In the next episode, we will make it through credits.
Now go get some clear eyes.
All right, everyone, be safe.
And then the epic fade away.